But here we go. And I know a lot of people can put the... Whoa! This car actually has some pretty... Whoa! Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, Leadfoot Jaya. You don't want me as a taxi driver, that's for sure. So what's up everyone, and welcome to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. So I was watching one of Bloodstalker 101's videos with regards to this game, and it was through this game that I finally realized that there's this free downloadable content for this game, this tuning DLC as they call it. And I was like, wow, this is really great. I didn't even realize that. And I guess you get some more parts that you can use to build up your car. And I guess these are fancier parts than your standard stuff that you have. And this is a free downloadable content, so I decided to go download it myself. And I just wanted to thank Bloodstalker 101 with regards to this. Now, aside from this, there's all these other... downloadable content. There's the one for the Dodge, the one for the Mazda, and the one for the Jeep. And I thought that looking at it, I might get one of these, but I wasn't really sure which one to get. So I thought I would ask the viewers which one they actually got and which one they actually enjoyed the most. So if you play this game and have any advice, I would appreciate it very much. Okay, so continuing on with the Chevy Delray series. We've gotten along quite well, I think. And we still have a few more things we need to do with the components of the car that isn't the body or the interior or anything like that. I've also gone up in level, so I'm right now level 15, and I've gotten a few other things such as the ability to check the fuel pressure. And I can't remember what else I got. I think I got one of those things that helps you take bolts off faster or something like that. Anyway, but we could continue to go on. So there's 15 more levels before I could paint this baby. But yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. And if it gets to the point where we're almost finished and all we need to do is paint this one, then I think we'll leave it off until we get to level 30 and then work on it at that time. And I'll be working on a different car until that time. Okay, so if you recall in our last episode, we took off the drivetrain and we kind of left it in the warehouse. And we still need to take off the exhaust and a few other things. I think I'm missing an oil filter. I think it never came with an oil filter, and that's why I never put one on. So let me see. Oh, so look at that. Those are the Tune DLC. So look at that. You get all this cool stuff. I have no idea where to put this on yet. It's all fire engine red. Okay, anyway, what was I wanting to do? I needed to get a oil filter. So let me go into the parts list, the regular parts list, and see if I can find it. I think it's way down in the bottom since it's all alphabetical. There we go. And I think I need this one. V8OHV. Yeah, I think that's the one. Okay, so let's put that on so that I don't accidentally spill the floor with oil when I start putting oil in the car. There we go. There. Okay, so I had all this stuff in the warehouse. Oh yeah, I got this crate here. I got it again. I think I got it just randomly. I'm not sure if it's randomly or you get it when you fix cars, successfully fix cars or something. But anyway, those crates contain parts. And I don't want to break it apart right now. I'll just leave it in there as it is. Right now, I just want to get all my gear, drive shaft, drive stuff. I forgot what it's called. In any case, I need to fix all of this stuff. I don't know if I could fix any of this. Wow, that was quick. Which probably means that I didn't really fix much of anything. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go shopping again. And I don't want to bore you at this time with regards to that, so let me go shopping, get all the parts, and then we could put the drivetrain. That's what I wanted to do, I think, in there. Anyway, so let me look around, and I'll get back to you in a bit. Okay, so this one exhaust pipe I think is the last item I need to get for the moment. And let's see if we could start building all of this up. So let's put those exhaust pipes on first. Yeah, that's nice and shiny, connected to some very rusty parts. But we also have, I think, all the drive gear stuff. Well, look how pretty that is compared to the big pile of rust that we used to have. Okay, so here's the gigantic gearbox. And put the starter in. There we go. Yeah, this is starting to look really, well, maybe not that nice in this direction. So we're going to have to... Oh! I forgot the drive shaft. It's a good thing I look in the inventory every once in a while. I know that if there's some green item remaining, then that usually means that I forgot to put something in. So let's put the drive shaft in right now. Okay. And let me see if I could get those screws. It's so far away. Okay, so that's pretty good. So we got a majority of this all replaced, and we got all this red stuff, which I could sell all of. Yes, there we go. Okay, and now I could start replacing all this other rusted out exhaust stuff. So let's take all of this off. Like so. There we go. And wow, look at that ugly fuel tank. Huh, it's not letting me, why is it not letting me, where am I? Where am I? What happened? I think I got, lost. How can I get lost in my own garage? Okay, well, let me go here. Oh, there's nothing to fix. Okay, so let me get all that exhaust stuff, and we'll figure out how to get that gas tank off later. Okay, so I'm gonna go shopping again, and once I finish and get all the parts, I'll get back to you. Okay, so got all the exhaust parts, which are only like 4 parts. They're big parts. Okay, so whoa, I'm way back here. I got such long arms. Overall, this game is really pretty good in terms of maneuvering yourself around to get the right angle to see things. Okay, let me sell all of this. Okay, so that really leaves us with this fuel tank and rear suspension. So maybe we could start taking this off, and once we replace the fuel tank and the rear suspension, for the most part I think we finish fixing or replacing most of the mechanical parts that isn't the body or the interior. Yeah, I think I am unscrewing things a lot faster now. And I never really thought about those upgrades as a major thing. You know, you would think, okay, so you could screw faster, big deal, but it actually works. I think you actually save a little bit of sanity on trying to unscrew this by being able to do it a lot faster. I need to get to the other side. Can I get there? Can I get there? Come on, there we go. Okay, there we go. And take the leaf spring off. And I'm in some weird angle again. Let me see if, there we go. And can I, there. Okay, so I don't think I could take this drivetrain off yet. I need to. I'm not sure if it's called a drivetrain or a rear. I forgot. Anyway, let's keep on going. I have no idea what these names are. I think as I keep on playing, I'll learn them all over again. But let's take the drum pads off. Older car, so it has rear drums, front discs. Actually, it's not so old a car that, well, maybe it have front drums. I don't know. Brakes used to be drums, most of it, and disc brakes only came more recently. But maybe this car has disc brakes. I don't know. In the front, anyway. Okay, so I'm blabbing again. Sorry about that. And let's keep on going. This is getting a lot more comfortable for me to go through this. I'm starting to get a little bit more familiar with what all these parts are. I don't know what they are, but at least I know what I need to take off if I was going to work on the rear suspension or the front suspension or whatever. It's starting to become a little bit more familiar, so that's good. Okay, I think we got most of it off. I need to take this big thing off, but I think I need to actually take the drive shaft off again. It won't let me take that big differential off until I disconnect the drive shaft. There we go. So can I take that? Yeah. Okay. And the only thing I have left is this fuel tank. And it won't let me. Maybe I need to go from the inside. There's nothing I can get at. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to figure out how to take this fuel tank off. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay, there isn't anything whoa, what's that? Oh, fuel pump. Okay, if I take the fuel pump. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we got all the rear suspension and the fuel tank off. So let's go fix whatever we can. I think we're doing okay. There we go. I hope we have a few green things. Let's take a look. Yeah, there's a few green things. Okay. So, I need to take the tires off. Or the tires off of the wheel. Okay. There. Okay, so let's take the tire off. And I think we got everything now taken apart. Nothing to work with. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go shopping again. Oh, we got a few green things. I guess we already fixed a lot of stuff. Okay, so let me go shopping and get all the stuff that I couldn't fix, and then we'll go back to putting it all together again. Okay, so get the wheels. I think these are right. And oh, guess I didn't get the wheels. I guess I didn't press purchase. Let me do that. Okay, so if I got the right wheels, then they should match the tires. So let's see what happens. We got some new tires as well, and we got some new wheels, so we will be styling. Well, at least this car will be styling. A bum driving a cool car. Let me balance it. There we go. And let me put the next tire in, or the next wheel together. There. I presume once we get higher level, there's also options where these sorts of things go faster as well. And that'll be really nice. But let me put the last wheel on to balance. Ah, had the wrong machine there for a moment. Okay, I think this is the one. Okay, so let this guy finish balancing the wheel, and then we could put everything back on. So this is getting good. I mean, we're getting closer to the end, and unfortunately, again, we don't have the ability to paint or to weld, and so I may end up having to buy all the body parts for the moment. Okay. Yep, looks good. Okay, so let's see if we could go back to the car and put everything back together again. So at this point, I think if we put everything back together again and put oil in the car and make sure that the battery's okay, then we can actually drive this car. And that'll be pretty cool. Maybe we could end this episode with me trying to drive this car, which is going to be interesting. I've tried driving the car in test tracks and stuff like that before, and it's not an easy thing when you just have your computer, keyboard, and mouse. But we'll try again. I mean, at the worst, we'll just continuously crash this vehicle, but hopefully I think this vehicle is in God mode the moment you finish building it, so you won't be able to damage the car after it's been built. Okay. Wow, these new wheels are nice. They are seriously nice. Look at that. Really nice wheels on kind of a dust on rusty body part. Every time I put new parts on, I realize just how much the old parts are so rusty and ugly looking. So hopefully we'll be able to do the body and the interior next. In the next episode, I mean. And but we'll be able to get this together so that we could see if we could drive this at the very end of the show. Okay, so let me keep on going. Whoa. Oh yeah, that's right. I'll have to check later. I may have forgot to put the those U-bolts onto the other side for the leaf springs. I can't remember, so I'll have to take a look at that later. Right now, I do want to put this entire thing back together again. So here are the brake drum liners, brand new ones. And here, yeah, this looks a lot better than what we had, the rusty stuff we had before. So this is gonna look really nice. Yeah, as you can see, I think I can screw bolts on faster because of that option. And let me check. I don't think I have U-bolts there. A little bit hard to tell. Okay, let's see. No? Maybe we're okay. Maybe I did put the U-bolts back on. I can't see anything to assemble here. So let me check the overall car. I don't know if it'll... Wow, look at that. Wow, there's so much green now. It used to all be red and orange and gunky stuff. But now, a lot of the stuff is looking pretty darn good. Let's see. Oh! I almost forgot about the drive shaft again. Guess this is my most neglected part. Wow, I really do have long arms that I can screw all of this back together at once. Oh, maybe I don't have. There, it's a good thing I checked. Sometimes it's really hard to tell without the proper angles. Oh! Whoa! I forgot one U-boat. Where am I? I always get a little bit disoriented when I get back into the garage again. Okay, so I have to look for a U-boat. Or whatever they're called. Let's see what they're called. I keep on forgetting what they're called. Leaf spring U-boat. Yeah, okay, so I was right. Well, almost right anyway. Okay, so I think we now can I get the right angle? Can I get the right angle? Do this and maybe there. Oh, got it. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I think we're almost done. Let me just take a look. Okay, I guess I need to get that fuel tank. And I have no idea where it is. I presume it's in the engine section. Let's see. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Okay. There. And now we may be able to put the fuel tank back together again. There. Yeah, that looks a lot nicer. That looks a lot nicer. Now I need to put the fuel pump in. There we go. Good. That thing I can't remember if I fixed or if I purchased. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Let me see if I could sell all of this. But first I gotta check to see if there's any green stuff left. And we forgot to put it in. No, I think we're doing okay. So sell everything. Yep. Okay, so the car's looking darn good mechanically. Definitely looks a lot better than before. And so let's bring her down, and I think all we need to do is to put oil in the car, and then I think we could take her out for a spin. Yeah, that's looking really nice. Okay. This is one of those sleeper, I don't know what you call it, shadow cars or whatever you call it. You know, one of those cars that looks really ugly from the surface, but it's actually really nicely built as far as the engine and stuff like that is concerned. I don't know. I don't know what to call these things. I'm just making stuff up. Okay, so I think we could take this out for a spin. Yeah, okay. This is looking pretty good. Oh! I hope the battery's okay. Is the battery okay? Let me just check stuff. Let me check this thing. There we go. I'm glad I have all this diagnostic. No, the battery is not in good shape. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Yeah, since it wasn't rusty, I didn't realize that it was in such bad shape. Okay, so let's just swap it out. This shouldn't take long. I need one battery. And there's only one of a kind, so I don't have to worry about buying the wrong one. I think that's the only one that's available. And there we go. And there we go. Okay, this entire engine bay looks really empty. But yeah, look at all this green. That's great. That is really good. Okay. Now I did notice that one of the brake servos had a question mark, which means that maybe it's still bad. I don't think so because we replaced all the parts in the brake area, but we might as well test it. And now that the car moves, we could move it and test it out in here. This test track test bay. Test thingy. I don't know what they call this thing, but I figure we will test the car's suspension. Yeah, we finally got it to move. This was such a major rust bucket with half the things. Look at that. It's all green. That's good to know. Okay. Anyway, yeah, it was such a rust bucket before we started working on it, and I thought that I would never be able to put this thing together again, knowing how little I know about cars. But well, this is a lot of fun. At least playing this is a lot of fun. I do see a lot of people making videos on this. Once again, Bloodstalker 101, and then there's a gentleman named Evil Laws who does some really nice work, and Cryptic Fox. Oh, okay, so the brake servo was yellow. Huh. Maybe I missed one. Maybe I need to put one together again. I have no idea. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, maybe it's this thing. It's the brake pump. Maybe it's the brake pump. They said brake servo. Maybe it's this thing. Let me check it out here. Yeah, it's this thing. It's the thing that's yellow. But it said brake pump, and then when you close in on it, it says brake servo. I have no idea which it is. And can I fix it? Oh, can I fix it? I don't think I fixed it. I think I destroyed it. Okay, so I'm pretty good at destroying stuff, that's for sure. Let me get the brakes. And let's buy a brake servo. I mean, the yellow worked, but I might as well get this thing up and running really pristine. So let's give her a proper brake servo, or a brake pump, or I don't know what it is, but I'll just put it on. There we go. Okay, so look at that. The engine bay is all rusty, but the parts are really nice. Okay, well, now that we got this car moving, maybe we could take it out to the test track and see how this goes. It's still not a pretty looking car, but it's a functional car now, so that's great. So how do I do this? How do I get in? I guess not. I can't seem to do anything in here. Well, this option isn't particularly useful, and so maybe I do this. Where's the test track? Where is the test track? There it is. Okay, now the last time I took a car to the test track, it was a disaster, so I got a feeling it's gonna be the same way here. But here we go. And I know a lot of people can put the... Whoa! This car actually has some pretty good... Whoa! Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, Leadfoot Jaya. You don't want me as a taxi driver, that's for sure. May I give you a lift? May I drive you? You know, unless, you know, you were taking a trip to purgatory or someplace like that, then maybe I will be the most most appropriate driver. Yeah, I mean, using my keypads to drive this car is seriously strange. But the car drives pretty well. I mean, I drive terrible, but the car... Whoa, I'm going completely the wrong way. Wow, I know I get lost in things like role-playing games. I get lost in things like Warframe. I didn't think I would get lost in Car Mechanic Simulator. Can I go this direction? Oh, I guess those aren't those things that puncture tires, but they're things that test the suspension. Okay, I missed the slalom test and I missed the suspension test. I think you have to do it in order. And I think I am going to ruin the brake test. So, okay, well, this is my little experience. driving this thing. Thank God that you can't really destroy the car. At least I hope that I can't. I don't think I can, based on all the other cars that I tried driving here, which weren't mine, but which seemed to be okay even after there must be a better place than that to test out the car. Let me look around. Are we gonna come back on? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think the car's in okay shape. Yeah, this car is now unbreakable. It's a big rust bucket, but it's unbreakable, and everything still seems to be okay. The yellows were yellows from the before, and the greens are still fully green. Well, not fully green, but most of them are green. Okay, so let's try this. I think this is the airport. So yeah, okay, let's try this one and see how it goes. I think the airport is the one that everybody tries out. And I still can't figure out how to look at the car in third person instead of first person. I'm going to have to figure that out. Maybe one of you viewers can tell me how to do that. But wow, look at that. I like this car. I really do. Whoa. Yeah, not the tightest suspension in the world, but it's a lot of fun. Wow, the engine's nice. I like the engine in this thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I like nostalgic cars, but whoa, this is great. This airport's really nice. Hopefully I won't crash into anything in the airport, considering just how wide it is. You know, it would be pretty sad if I crashed into the airport. Whoa! Yeah, okay, so much for that. Let's go back to the garage. I just got a dose of humility. I realize I'm terrible. I should never buy any of those auto-driving racing car sort of things, because I would be awful. Just awful. I probably wouldn't even make it 2 feet out of the starting block before smashing the car. And then I would just be sitting there for the rest of that game trying to figure out what to do and be there, you know. And then probably title will come out, Total Loser or something like that. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Yeah, I think we did pretty good. Not about the driving. I think we did pretty good fixing this car. It's looking pretty nice. So the next episode of this will be trying to either fix the interior or starting to fix the body. But I think we got most everything in terms of the basic components of the car. Yeah, I need to put this. I need to get this. Okay, so something to do for the next episode. But I think we did pretty good. I think we did pretty good. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this. We're going to continue on with Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 Chevy Delray edition. Once again, I do want to see if I could get one of those downloadable contents. If any of you can tell me which one is a good one to get, maybe even to get first. I'm kind of inclining towards the Dodge, but I'll listen to whatever advice you guys have, and then get the one appropriate to your response. Okay, anyway, thank you very much. We'll continue on with Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 in the future, and yeah, I hope you join us in our continued Chevy Delray edition. Okay, so until the next episode, thank you very much. Happy building, and as always, Jaya and nice day, everyone. Oh, gotta throw these stuff away.